Pass the peach and untangle the wigs. It's Real Housewives of Atlanta Reunion Special Part 1. Let's go.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, welcome. It's Sunday. It's my favorite day of the week. Yes.
Woo.
Welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. I'm your host, Hollywood Leon, and I'm here with my girls.
Yes, I'm here as well, and I'm doing the shoulder bounce like everybody. It's your girl, Miss Conversation Piece.
What's up, party people? It's Erica Edwards.
Not everybody, boo, just Shamari. Just Shamari. We have so much to talk about. Please stay tuned until the very end. We have a very lengthy news and gossip section because it's going to be so good. We have stuff from other franchises that we're pulling. It's going to be really juicy just because it's that good tonight. And make sure to tune into the premiere of my second episode of It's Bravo, Bitch. It's incredible. Find it on the AfterBuzz reality channel. Make sure to subscribe. Give us 5 stars on iTunes if you're listening. Hi to everybody in the live chat. We're going to get to you guys in a second. We have a lot to talk about. Pass the peach and untangle the wigs. It's the reunion special part 1. What do we think? How was it overall before we get into this 5 a.m. call time on set? Oh my God, that's brutal.
It is brutal.
We know about that call time. Ooh.
Well, overall, I think it was very dry. Nene, she was very dry with everyone. She didn't even want to talk to anyone. She was on the phone with Marlo, and I feel like the girls, they already felt a way because they saw the Instagram, they saw the tweets, and they were feeling a certain kind of way. So we just got that little dry interaction.
Okay, so one, I mean, I love Bravo producers usually. But yeah, like episode 1, I'm like, I feel like it's filler. Like, I'm like, can we get to it? And certainly if you're going to stretch it out for 3, move it along, cut some of the stuff. Like I did have an issue with it.
I don't know, really?
I mean, it just was boring for a long time. I was like, get it grooving. And then, cause a couple times I was just like, is this the beginning? Like
maybe in the middle. Don't you think it popped right away?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it was okay when they were like on the phone, but it just, I don't know. To me, it was a little dry. But the thing I want to say that I do agree with Conversation Piece on is because I kind of am feeling some kind of ways because people are so hyped on Instagram that it's affecting how they're not reacting in the moment.
Yeah.
Like Nene came in hard from the moment she sat down, and it was because of all this other stuff on Instagram, and it wasn't kind of as the show was flowing. It wasn't because she was reacting to something somebody said. It was because she's reacting to stuff that's been posted on Instagram. And so that kind of, I think, kind of throws a weird tinge to the episode.
We're going to dive into that. I've talked about that so many times on this panel, on other franchises as well. Erica has a fantastic point. We're missing Drew tonight. She's out doing big things, but she'll be back next week.
Miss you,
We'll have a full panel for you guys. But tonight it's just us. And, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We're setting up what's going to come. I can feel the negativity right away. She was totally on brand when she said it was just, I feel like everybody knew what they were getting themselves into. It was bad. I could feel it in the air. We're not going to dive in right away. We're going to skim right. We're going to slowly ease in, unlike some of the cast members on the reunion that just came in hard. Just gave it to us. Like, girl, give me a glass of wine and take me to dinner first before you bend me over. Ooh, that was a good slap and the perfect timing. Thank you.
Do you guys feel like because Nene's taking so much at home, she's projecting it out to them? That's what I feel like.
That's why I was a stan the whole season. That's why I was defending her, but it's really hard now.
Well, I mean, I think also, on one hand, she's going through whatever she's going through with Greg. But, however, at the time that this reunion is airing, the whole world has been bashing her, really. Like, she's been getting it from everybody. So now I feel like it's understandable kind of that she's on the defensive because she's getting dragged on Instagram all the time.
And she's getting it from her close friends.
Right. And so some of that I get, but it just plays even worse, I think, on the episode.
But I do think she came in, when she came on set, she did say hi to everyone and no one spoke back to her. So she tried.
The way she said hi was like a princess entering the room saying hi.
And anybody
What's wrong with that?
And she came in like literally seconds before they rolled. Like, as a professional, let's
Right.
talk about professionality. Is that a word? My vocabulary has been on point lately. No, but honestly, let's talk about the professionalism right off the bat. 5 a.m. call time. We see every single wife arrive. 20 minutes later, we see Nene arrive.
Yes.
I'm not saying like 5 a.m. is the call time. That's the time you should be there. It's the time that they posted on there. Obviously, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe it was edited a certain way. We've talked about editing, or someone keeps bringing it up. Like they've never done like they've never added to the confessional. Like they've never done, like it is so common to add things to the studio. So the opinions are really strong tonight. Make sure to just tune in till the end. We see you in the live chat. Hi, Holly. Hi, Scott. Hi, Shanice.
Hey,
Hi,
guys.
Film Raider. Cameron, we love you guys. Scott.
Okay, you guys, since we're talking about being professional, I just want to say that we just want to say thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to go, we could use your help. So if you're watching us right now, like, subscribe, and we'll definitely shout you out. Give us a rating on iTunes. Leave a comment now in the live chat so we can discuss this with you. But leave a comment also afterwards because the live chat comments don't stay. Being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to me because it's just great to work with such wonderful people here. I am totally.
Oh my God, this is the first time Erica's done the live read.
It's so shady.
I do live reads all the
I
time. It
can't.
says brief personal reason here. That's what I love you guys. Sure I do.
Do you?
Okay,
I do. So thank you all for supporting us and doing what we love and making us the ESPN of TV talk.
Thanks, guys.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. It was amazing. Oh my God. Okay, so like true professionals, mostly everybody showed up at 5 a.m. I'm talking about this, okay? It's important to me. There's a reason why they showed it on Bravo. You have to remember, they show everything on purpose, but I don't want to get caught up. Let's move on. Andy is making his rounds right away like a little shady queen, like the hen of the house. He's getting everybody gassed up and ready. He wants to know the tone of the reunion. He sees that Nene is hot and ready to go, and I feel like he was giving judgment right away. He was looking at her like, you are just ready to go. And like, honestly, I would have been annoyed right off the bat because she came for Andy. We got a lot of things to get into, but Kandi says, I saw the last episode and I did not tell her that Kenya was coming. Right off the bat, before we even get to the reunion, she's telling Andy this. I don't know what to believe. Andy didn't really seem convinced. Andy's doing the setup. He wants to, like I said, he wants to get the tone. But the one thing that stood out was Nene on the phone with her little pet Marlo.
Yeah.
I don't get that. You know, here we go. Here we go. Everyone's getting started. Nene comes in at the very last second. Right away, koi fish are trying to jump out of the pond. They're like, it's too negative up in here. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here.
Right.
Even the poor little Portia's baby up in her stomach, that audio noise of like the freaking water and the noise, like it's too much. They came in hot right away. Let's get into it. Nene starts off with such a strong statement. I am the glue for this cast. Immediately, everybody rolls their eyes. I love Kandi's hair. What do we think?
Wow, it's a lot right there. But Nene came in paranoid for sure. And she wasn't talking to any of the girls, so she had to get on the line with Marlo. And I'm definitely not convinced about Kandi because I could have sworn we heard audio. Like, did we not hear that?
Okay, so I think one, here's the part that's so challenging. You can be paranoid, but then people are chasing you. So then it's confusing because all these people have been coming for her. So I'm not sure, like she is overreacting, I suppose, but they are coming for her. So I don't know. That's the thing because she's a little crazy. Now the one thing I thought she was extra with in her conversation with Marlo, I'm like, this is not freaking Survivor.
I
Alliances.
know.
Stop it with the
Voting
alliance.
off the
Marlo
island.
wasn't
It's
even
not-
listening.
right,
You know, she was like shopping or
I know,
something.
she's like, alliance? What is this? Who are we voting each other off the island? Like, what is the deal? So the alliance thing was like, stop being so dramatic. But that being said, Kandi clearly said on the mic, and so she should have explained this to Andy, when I was just letting Cynthia know friendly like that I was mic'd as opposed to giving her a hint, because that's how it looked. She said, oh, I'm mic'd, like, don't say nothing.
Well, did she actually say that? I don't remember that.
She said that in the audio, point blank.
No, she said in the audio, but did she say that to
No,
Andy?
I'm saying she should have because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why it looks shady. She
I
didn't
know, but
fully
they're not going to
explain
bring
it.
up stuff like production stuff like that.
Well, no.
So
I'm
that
saying
was
she
like
should-
her way of kind of saying
Right,
that.
but no. I'm saying to me, that's a particular point that point blank makes her look like she's lying. So she needs to find a way to explain it. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying. And she did not. She's like, oh, I didn't know. Well, why did you say that then?
Yeah, I think Real Housewives is kind of becoming like Survivor because we got Kenya thrown off, we got Phaedra thrown off.
Kenya came back with a vengeance.
Well, she's coming back.
And by the
but-
way, Film Raider loves her hair in the
hey,
live
boo.
chat.
I love
Yay.
you too.
Yes. Well, you know what? I want to talk about this. Nene, we're going to get to, we're going to have a whole hour of talking about Nene, not a whole hour, but we're going to 29 minutes to talk about Nene.
Right.
A lot of things about Nene. You know, there might be some bashing at one point. There might be some history brought up, and there might be some love, because at the end of the day, I want to have compassion, and I know she's going through something, and I know she's going to look back and go, ugh, I did it again. I think we created a monster, honestly, guys. We love the fact that Nene gave it to everyone and didn't really take accountability right away. And she kind of got famous for that. And now we're at this turning point where it got so ugly and so nasty, and the vibe was so negative. But this is what the unrealistic expectation of her coming in and owning it and apologize. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like she's damned if she argues and she's damned if she doesn't. But at the same time, the what she's projecting is really, really nasty.
Yes.
People and culture, audiences these days, because of reality shows, kind of like the Kardashians, I'm sorry to bring them up, but people love a problem and then a resolution. The fact that all the cast members are lowering the walls and she's not giving them anything is what's getting people pissed off at her specifically. But you know whose journey has been beautiful is Porsha's.
Oh, yes.
It was so nice to watch this recap of her life. What do we think about Porsha?
I'm gonna start manifesting. I think it was amazing that on the last reunion she said, "I'm gonna get married." It happened. She's happy. Even throughout the Kandi situation, there was telling about her man is doing with this lady, got all these tattoos. She still stuck it out with her man. She got her love story, her happy ending, her 13-carat ring, and I ain't mad at her.
I'm totally amazed, and fundamentally, I'm just happy, as I am every year, that she realizes that the Underground Railroad isn't actually a railroad that's underground. And it's just amazing that that's where she started. This is the same girl. Didn't know nothing.
Growth, right?
So I'm like, wow. So I'm very impressed with her. I mean, and honestly, who can't love her weave game? So I don't know. I mean, I think she's come a long way. And it's interesting because... or just, I don't even know, I want to say interesting, if not amazing, that outside of Nene, she's the strongest cast member without a doubt. She's the queen bee right now, I think. Because nobody else really could carry it. Kandi is interesting and she's doing her little stuff, but Porsha is really what's going to draw people to the show.
That's why she
Porsha
was
and
on that
Nene.
couch on the other side in the front position.
Exactly.
You
Andy
guys,
places that every time. Yes.
the reunion seating is so vital.
And if you know if you're too close to the edge, you're about to be cut from the show.
Bye,
If you're
boo.
too close, you bored and to the side.
You just
you're about
boring.
to be out. Yes.
Or you can't own
That's
when
what
you're being
Shamari
shady.
was, yeah.
Or you can't own it. Own it. Like from Beverly Hills.
Okay,
own
since
it,
you
own
brought
it.
up Shamari, what was up with the mermaid dress? I did not feel that dress.
Okay, let's talk about the fashion.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
good
we don't
God.
have photos for you,
Yes.
but we all saw the reunion. Everybody looked literally like a big green bush. There was a lot of green, a lot of forest green, a lot of sparkle ruffles. Everyone wanted to look bigger than they
Again,
was.
her dress came from the 90s, I feel.
My favorite look was Porsha. I think she
Yeah.
acted beautifully. I think she looked regal. I think she was poised. I think she was chill. I think Porsha for the win, Shamari for the laughs, Nene for the reprimanding. Girl, you've been bad. Come over here. I need to spank you. You've been bad, girl. I know you're going through something, but boo, everyone's been giving it to you and letting you know, look, it came in the preview. The fact that you're saying F you all, that's hurtful. I've really had some moments with you. And I'm telling you, the fact that you're sitting there going, I ain't buying you a gift.
That was so wrong.
I didn't want to come to your baby shower. I was in Canada. Like, you're throwing out hard facts. Yeah, they're facts, but you're being super cold. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And Nene loves this. And, that's what Nene does. And we love when Nene does this. But now, I don't know if she's taking it too far or what. Or maybe the audience has just shifted. But from what I'm seeing, it's not really what we're liking. So let us know in the chat. I know you guys are really active. There's a lot of you guys in there. We see you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
Please let us know. Are you guys on Team Nene or Team Porsha? Now, the Team Nene people, like, it's a stand. It's a history. I get it. She's damned if she do, she's damned if she doesn't. I get it. I'm on that side too.
I'm Team Nene.
I know, I get it. But then there's the other side of Porsha. She's had a beautiful redemption story. It's going nice. And she's like being so honest with Nene, and Nene's just being so nasty to her. So nasty and so rude. Let's go down the panel. Whose team are you on? And why? And then we're going to get into a little bit more of the Nene and Porsha dynamic.
I definitely see a shift. I don't want to choose. Like, I like them both, but I see almost like a Cardi B, Nicki Minaj situation where she's the queen
that's so
bee,
good.
and then the Cardi is coming to take her spot. I see that.
Oh my God.
They're trying to push Nene out. That's what I see.
Nicki is so Nene.
Very
Cardi!
I can't do it. I still can't do it.
That's because you ain't Latina, girl.
Oh, I gotta learn how to roll my R's.
You gotta roll those
Yes,
R's.
I got the
roll
lazy
R.
tongue.
Yes, I cannot. I'm definitely Team Nene. You're right. I mean, there's history there, I think. And also, Team Nene has had some crazy struggles. So I think that for sure. So, I mean, I'm on her side. She's not handling it the best way she could, but I'm definitely Team Nene.
Well, I see you guys already opinionated in the chat. I love it. Keep it coming. I'm going to be counting casually. I see it. A lot of Team Porshas. There's some Team Nenes in there. There's someone that said, Miss Brown Sugar said, Team everybody but Nene. So I get it. I get it. It comes and goes. But we have to, we got to just take it with a grain of salt, y'all. Come on. We love these women. We've had good times with all of them, haven't we?
Yes.
They've all given us a nice ride. Let's move on. The support stuff comes up, and this is when it starts to tread kind of weird. It's not exactly tit for tat. It's straight up making up stuff. Like, Nene was just being ridiculous when it came to the comparison of events or the support of what you want to call it. It seems like everyone is just trying to ease into this reunion, and Nene's just ready to be nasty. It's not even Ethel Mertz. And I hope you guys know what that means. It's not even Ethel. It's like a straight-up alligator almost. Tom Girardi once described Lisa Vanderpump on Beverly Hills as an alligator. Somebody that's just waiting on the sideline to just snatch you up. And I feel like that's what Nene is doing in the reunion. She's in the corner, and she's ready to bite. And I'm like, girl, relax. What do we think about this? It all concludes to too bad. That's what it concludes to.
I think she was relaxed. I feel like she didn't speak until she was spoken to, and she was very dry. But and it was nasty. However, she came ready to defend the things that she had been seeing and feeling that these people aren't her friends. She said it when she walked in the door. These people are not my friends. She said it to Cynthia.
She said that before, though.
Okay.
She's gone through this cycle before.
Yeah,
It's a vicious cycle.
It was deep at first.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, ugh.
But I think for me, and very much, actually very much like Lisa Vanderpump as well, I think what's frightening about it is that both of them are strong women, and very much like Survivor, you got to have friends. You got to have somebody that's going to film with you. Otherwise, you are going to get cut from the show. So the problem that's really striking is that this is the first time I've seen it where she's alienated everyone. Because at least she always had Cynthia running up behind her. Cynthia was always brown nosing at some point. So she always had one little friend.
Well,
but now now everyone is against her, and so that is a crazy position to be in.
Cynthia's not gonna if Nene wants to make up, she's gonna make up with
Right,
with
but
Cynthia.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not saying that Cynthia's strong enough to get it together, not by any means. But she's so convinced that she's such a queen bee that we can't have this show without her, and we have had it without her. She has,
Yeah.
we've had episodes,
Exactly.
So it's like don't
She's
act like
left
you all
before.
of that. So you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be cut. So that's the part where it's like her head is getting so big, and I feel like she's over projecting her position because she came in like I'm the queen, I'm this, I'm that from jump. And it's like, we can't cut you because nobody's really feeling you right now.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the comments that you guys have made in the live chat about watching the YouTube video. I'm not watching Nene's YouTube channel. Like, I'm not. Like, it sounds crazy, but I'm just like, I'm not. I'm not even going to watch Candy's.
Okay, let me ask you this.
It's too
People
much.
In the chat, is it better than Candy's? Because Candy's is a snooze. I watched it and I fell asleep several times. So if you are recommending it because you watched it and you think it's entertaining, that would be different.
Everyone's saying is Team Porsha. Like, it's looking like Team Porsha.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not trying to make excuses for Nene. We just want to bring up both sides because there is people out there, whether they're voicing it or not, that are Team Nene.
And here's the thing. I love Porsha, but we have to remember in the very beginning of the season, I forgot what their discussion was, but remember when Porsha told them that Nene said something to her and they had kind of agreed not to say anything. And that's really when the split began this season. It was about, I don't even remember what the dumb argument was, but Porsha was like, yeah, Nene told me, and it was something to do with Kandi. Yeah. And ever since then, to me, that also, along with the whole belt and the whole situation, it's kind of like an underhanded way to throw Nene under the bus.
Well,
and it's like, you know, I'm not a fan of that, really.
Well, we're going to move on because we still have a little bit of Nene to go. But for now, she brought up something that was very interesting. Eva's recap, the Shade Queen. It's about having a conversation, and then later on, it's just not like, it's just something that didn't matter. Something that was just said. Like, I don't have a shady bone in my body. Roll the tape, Bravo. It's just like, no, you're the Shade Queen, says the Sunflower. Porsha even thanked the Bravo editors, which is something that we've all been always talking about for the flashbacks. The receipts were the reunion's tone. That's what was the main thing for the reunion. Other than Nene, it was all about receipts. Like anybody that brought up something that wasn't true, we were going to bring it up and let you know, actually you did say that. And actually that's not what you meant. And yeah, you were on Watch What Happens Live and you did say, you know, it's just a lot. But Shamari and the tree comment about the fashion had me dying with Eva. Because Eva had a chance to really come for Shamari all season, and she did. And it really didn't come out to Shamari until the show was playing. So she had the perfect opportunity at the reunion to strike, and she did. She told Eva she looked like a tree. Good for her.
I think Shamari was ready. She had the comebacks ready for everyone. Yeah.
I think Shamari is clearly someone who, like, I'm not gonna say she actually has a writer or whatever, but like when she's in the moment, she's lame or drunk. But then when she's in her confessional, anytime where she has prep, somebody's back there prepping her with
Really?
Her
You think that?
stylist
Yeah,
giving her the tea.
right, because she'll be in a confessional, she has all these little funny things to say, but then like at the moment she's like, meh, or she's drunk.
Well, maybe she's just her best self when she's sober.
Maybe so, Shamari.
I don't know.
How do we know she's sober? Just
I
because
don't
it's
know.
10 a.m.?
All I want to say is, like, earlier I said it, I'm voting Team Porsha, and I'm voting Shamari for the laughs, because she made me laugh, especially with the freaking tree comment. It was great. You know, Eva's defensiveness just gave it off right off the bat. She's not going to own it. She's not going to be someone that's going to be like, I said what I said. And when it came up to Nene, she really opened up the door for everyone on the panel to just really say, dude, you're coming in hot. I don't know if I would exactly describe it as raw energy. I would have just flat out told her, you're giving some dark ass energy. The fish are trying to jump out of the pond, girl. You need to freaking relax. You know who was relaxed? Kandi's hair.
Yes.
Kandi's hair. That shit was popping. I loved it. And, you know, Todd wasn't on board with the surrogate stuff, but then he was on board, and it made for a good storyline. Bronx or not, one more is coming. People have opinions about this, including their own family members. Andy and Kandi were on the phone talking about something that made her tear up that we never actually got a clear answer on. What was that about? And what do we think about Kandi's storyline quickly because we have a lot of news and gossip to get to, and Nene stuff before we go there.
I think they were connecting on the fact of the whole embryo transfer, and she made a comment about being she has a baby mama, and Andy said, "Don't say that because you're taken away from you. You're still the mother. You're still gonna have a bond with this baby, even though you're not carrying." So I think that's why, because one of the things about having a child is that whole 9 months you're carrying a baby, you build a bond, the baby can hear you, and when it's another person doing it, it's like you have to make up for that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think that's what made her tear up.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's what that's what caused her to be so emotional. And I think she did make a really good point, which was that surrogacy is not really that prevalent in the African American community. And like, for example, I know Shonda Rhimes had a surrogate. Like there are a few famous black people that have had surrogates, but you usually don't really know. I believe Gabrielle Union might have had one. Like, so there's some people where it's kind of like it's very rare.
It's
we don't
still
really
like, even though it's so modern, like the idea of it, like if it was going to come into my family, it would still be foreign.
Well, yeah, but it's definitely a bit more foreign, I would say, in people of color. Because I definitely know people who are more like, who aren't even really famous, who are not of color. And this is kind of just more open in just how they deal with things. So I think that was an interesting kind of topic that she brought up. And it was a nice moment that she could band with Andy with, because she didn't really know anybody in her community.
Are you open to it?
Yeah.
I am too. I don't want to have a baby if I don't have to. I'll pay somebody.
I mean, you said,
I don't want to go to the hospital.
Convo, that is totally not the right attitude.
I don't want to go to the hospital. And
there's-
I mean, if the Kardashians don't have to do it, why should I have to do it?
I know, there's
come
some
on
people
now.
that physically can't have children, and that's the reason that they're going to surrogacy.
Candy's had two.
Candy's like, Convo's like, I don't want to ruin my body.
No, I'm
Well,
really
obviously,
terrified. I'm really scared.
And I'm the reverse. I'm like, shoot, I have enough fat already to lose, so I'm not trying to add more fat to have to lose later. Like, I'm not
just to
gonna
talk
do
about
that.
fashion really quickly, everyone is saying Eva looked gorgeous, and yeah, she did
She
look
had a cute
gorgeous.
haircut. I liked her without the weave or
Yeah,
whatever.
I liked with
her
the
haircut.
little bob. It's
Yeah, the
cute.
bob
I
was
just wish
cute.
she would own it more. Like, just freaking own it. Like, it'd be better when you threw some shade and it landed perfectly and you owned it. Just freaking own it.
On that tip, the whole discussion about the black with a Q.
Oh, this
I
got...
did not like the fact that, I mean, I understand how she meant it or whatever, but talking about owning it or whatever, like, I don't know, because I took it that way. And so don't act like
Yeah.
Kandi was crazy to take it that way. And
Kandi should have said, I think a lot of other people in the audience probably agreed with me. Like, I wasn't the only one.
right, and that's the part where I was like, okay, Eva, just apologize. We understand why
She
you're
should have
apologizing.
apologized. It was an
but
Kandi summarized it perfectly,
Yeah.
don't you think? Like, it was just an inappropriate comment.
Right,
Yes.
and then
We don't
Kandi
know.
said
We don't,
at the moment,
Yeah.
that's effed, which is what I would like. What are you saying? And I'm not going to curse you out, but that's crazy. And so it was interesting the way she tried to play it, like Kandi was crazy for assuming that. No, millions of us did, sweetie. So
She was
no.
trying to bring up Candy's defensive-ness, her insecurity.
Right.
I'm like, girl, why don't you just apologize? It's sometimes like a bad joke.
Right.
We
Right.
know that you're not racist or hate certain
Exactly.
people, or you don't have a color issue. But the thing is, like, everybody holds on to everything you're saying. Like, you need to just sometimes admit it was inappropriate. I run my mouth all the time. You think I don't get to be in trouble? I see y'all. Okay, let's get into our news and gossip because it is juicy.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, let's bring up our first photo. You know, we talked about Lisa Vanderpump a little bit. We talked about New Jersey a little bit. New Jersey, Marty, he is getting back at Danielle Staub. Margaret is getting back at Danielle Staub by going on a double date. I love this. If you guys are watching New Jersey, this is super hot right now. It's just a little franchise mixture. Marty has moved on. He's finalized his divorce, and he's with another woman. And they went on a double date with Margaret and
good
her husband.
Lord.
It's so good.
It sounds like a
Shady,
fight
shady.
waiting to
It's
happen.
great.
That
It's
sounds
great. Let's move on
crazy.
to the next one. Sheena called Lindsay Lohan, her show on MTV, boring and said, it's never going to be Vanderpump Rules, girl. You're never going to be Bravo. And it's true. It's kind of boring. And it's kind of comparing apples and oranges, but at the same time, you know, it's the truth. Let's move on to New Jersey news. Dolores Cantanilla, she said basically, after New York's episode aired last week, Ramona walked by Dale completely ignoring her, and apparently she has a habit of doing this. So Dolores spoke out in the news saying, Ramona's a horrible person. She pretends to never know anybody. I've been to a million of events with her, and she pretended to not know who I was. It's so rude. She's a horrible person. And then next, Miley Cyrus tweeted her ass and said, "Kiss my ass if you are not a Lisa Vanderpump stan," because that's what Lisa Vanderpump's tag is, saying. What?
Stab me in the back.
Yeah.
But stab me in the back, but you can kiss me my ass while you're back there.
Erica, there we go. Yeah. Oh my God. That's exactly.
Bravo, bitch.
Bravo, bitch. It's Bravo, bitch. And then Erica has some news and gossip as well.
Okay, my boo, my prison boo, my love after lockup.
Oh my God. Is that him? He looks gorgeous.
Is fine, and you know he probably has an even better body from being in prison. Okay, so you guys, you know I'm the Phaedra stan, if not the Nene stan. So Apollo has gotten 12 months, a year knocked off of his sentence. So he was sentenced in 2014 for 8 years. So from 96 months down to 84 months, resulting in a possible release date of August 2020. So if he comes out with his new fiance, I say we have a spinoff on the way.
Oh no!
Did we
Come
like him on the
on.
show that much?
He was crazy
Apollo
and
is
fine.
fine.
I'm winning. He's fine and crazy. I can't. I can't.
He's just fine.
Yes, yes.
I was
yes.
gonna say that, but I didn't want to be rude about it.
Jailbirds can be the most fun, so you know, whatever. You all
I
know,
get it
you
from
all
that
got my
movie.
DMs.
I got that movie. I got it from the movie Baby Boy. Remember when she's like telling Snoop Dogg to go back to the living room? She's like, "Do what you do what you do best, jailbird."
Yes, yes.
You know, Apollo is fine, but you know,
And
and his attitude stinks though,
Yes.
and he is a cheater.
Yeah,
Even
and
though
they both have moved on. So I mean, I'm sorry, it would be drama.
But he's had
and
that girlfriend for a while, and she's staying ride or die for him.
Exactly.
But what's he doing in
She's
prison?
trying to get a show.
What's he doing in prison?
Do they get conjugal?
No, they don't. So what's he doing in prison? I'm just kidding.
Wait, you do what you got to do, Apollo. We got you, boo. We got you.
Can you just let us know about it? All right, let's get into our tweet section led by Ms. Conversation Piece. I feel like Oprah tonight. I'm just yelling.
The juiciest
I know, right?
tweets from all the people who are Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah,
stands just
Andy
like
ain't
us.
giving Apollo no freaking spinoff. Scott Holston.
No. But what about Phaedra? Come on, you
So
guys.
this tweet right here, Nene is really killing the vibe. Like, bitch, you should have stayed your bitter ass at home and clean your dirty ass closet. That's from Captain of the Cool
Oh
Kids.
my God!
Wow,
Ooh, they're bringing
that was
up.
quite a read, Captain, but I kind of
Ooh.
agree.
They
Bring out
ran
the
her
closet
for
and
the
everything.
filth. And Alicia Baby, Nene Leakes posted her personal business on social media because she has no friends to talk to since she burned them all.
Yeah.
Exhibit A, Cynthia Bailey.
Let's talk about the tweets real quick. The tweets were on fire. She
Oh,
was
yes.
ridiculous, posting all of her business, and then when people talked about it, she got mad. But she was asking the public for their opinion. What do we think about Nene and the freaking tweets and the mystery tweet about? Who do we think the mystery tweet is about? Do you think it's about Cynthia?
No, because she said not that pretty.
Well, she's just not owning it. She's
talking
not
about
being
Shavonna,
honest.
the one from the store.
Oh, I don't know. Let us know in the chat because Nene's been extremely, not just like not owning it, but I don't even think she's being honest at this point. I think she's just like trying to get off the couch at
she
this
might
point.
be talking about multiple people, but
She's ready to get this reunion
Gemini
over.
We're
girls.
talking about Cynthia, I think.
Gemini
too.
Girls. But Porsha, I mean, she's pretty. Gemini girls, Real Housewives of Atlanta in a nutshell. Porsha is winning. Marlo is envious of Eva and kissing Nene's ass. Eva unbothered / Kenya unbothered times 10.
Yes, Kenya.
Kandi is, I don't know what that emoji is
That's
supposed to be.
trees, just money. Just
She's just making
looking
money,
for
honey.
money. Yeah,
green,
looking
green,
for money.
green. Shamari, drunk. Just fun. Cynthia level up every episode. Greg loved by all.
Oh my
Nene
God. These are
miserable
quite the
and
emojis.
bitter
I'm
as
trying to get all
usual.
the emojis
This is
because I
like
feel
a freaking Da Vinci Code.
Is Shamari having Is Shamari having an orgy? Is that what that
We gotta
mama
figure
was
out
supposed to
No,
say?
it
the
looked
Da
like
Vinci
a
Code.
martini
Jesus.
glass.
But it was all those people together. What were they doing?
We have one more tweet.
From
tweet.
Miss Hazel J. Nene Leakes, I agree. Don't effing tell me what to put on my social media. It's my page, my thoughts, my words. Don't tell me how to think or what to say. And what I got from Nene is she wanted people's opinions. I don't think she cares about people's opinions. And she just said that. She
Yeah,
don't
but what
care.
she didn't want was Andy Cohen calling her out on it. So she said to him, just in case you're thinking about monitoring my social media, I will post what I post even if it's in pink and white, even if it's passive aggressive, even if I can't really say what I'm feeling, even though I'm just like the queen bee and the glue, come on, like stop being unbothered and just give it to us. I like someone that just shoots it straight. And Nene used to shoot it straight, but now she just makes up excuses and says, too bad. Too bad. But I think next week the tables kind of turn. Maybe Porsha's words will get through. That big old belly is giving her some wisdom. Maybe it'll get through. Porsha says something like, you know what? Like, it's really hurtful. I've been there for you. Like, the fact that you're saying F us all is making me just really question everything. Like, I'm really bothered by it. Like, I am, like, unhappy. Like, I feel like everything we've had is fake, you know? And Nene has absolutely no response to it. Like, I saw a little preview on Twitter that is not shown on Bravo TV that unfortunately I cannot show you guys, but I can tell you that Porsha talked for about 3 minutes, and it was so heartfelt, and it was really genuine, and Nene had no response. To the point that Andy Cohen was like, really? You have no response? And she was like, no. So it's like, yeah, I get it. Nene stands are going to come for her, but like, what? Like, what is it?
As a Nene stan, I will say this, okay? I love Porsha, but Porsha has her little fakeness too, because Porsha, remember Chick and Shaq or whatever? Porsha deaded Phaedra, and Phaedra was like the best friend she had on the show. So for her, Nene, this whole fakeness with Nene kind of already got to know that Porsha could cut her and not look back. Easily.
Exactly. So maybe she is doing some underhanded things that Nene should be paranoid about.
No, like Portia's had her freaking time to be bad, y'all. We've seen seasons of her, of literally like all types of
beating people
physical
up.
abuse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not physical abuse, maybe just physicality in general.
But I think that, I guess my point really...
So she's been painted a certain way is what I'm saying.
Right, but my point too is that Porsha plays the game. So Nene might be like, girl, I know this fakeness isn't really real. Like, are you really this, I'm so hurt?
Yeah.
Or is this what you're doing?
No, I really do think...
I mean, I don't know.
I think she is playing the card of like, I am just big, beautiful, and pregnant, and like, she is.
And this really
and it's
hurts
working.
me,
No,
Nene,
it's
because I
working
loved
for
you so
her.
much,
But
yeah.
and it's working for her. Like, the storyline is perfect for her this season.
Yeah.
But I do have to add, though, Erica, to add to your statement, I really do feel like she's being genuine. Like,
Yeah.
I do feel like Nene has had... They've had like a sister type relationship.
They have.
Doesn't that count for something?
No, I agree.
And that's what Porsha's saying. Like, doesn't it count for anything?
It does account for something, but I also think that Porsha has been a little shady behind the scenes.
I know, and that's what it takes. Like, I feel like the Nene stands, like, it's right here.
I'm
Erica's
sorry,
telling
you guys.
her.
You know,
it's
they're
true.
Gonna destroy me. They're going to destroy me. But no, but I agree with everyone in
That's
that.
what Nene's saying, though. The same thing. Nene's like,
They're all
y'all are not perfect. Y'all are not perfect. I said what I said. Y'all are horrible people too. You're not my friend.
Though, I feel is she's coming off so hard in this episode, like so hard, and everybody else is kind of like trying to kind of come into it slowly, and she's coming like
I don't
firing.
agree with you guys because she hasn't come in with guns fired. She just is like very cold and distant.
Porsha?
No, I'm talking about
Nene.
Nene
She's
is
not
cutting
coming in.
everybody that says everything.
She's like, I'm done.
She's
And-
not yelling.
That's-
But she's very condescending and very disrespectful in
condescending.
every single
It's sharp.
thing. Like even with Eva, she's like, well,
It's so sharp
like
it
she's
could
not,
cut someone.
Exactly. So you're right. She's not coming like yelling in anger, but she's coming from a place of condescension, which
It's
is
called
like
intensity.
basically demeaning everyone else beneath her, which is even more offensive.
It's like honestly, it's a biblical force that comes with Nene. It is on a whole nother level. Like Eva said it, like, oh, that's what that is? Like, and then Nina's like, oh, don't even try it. I would have been like, oh, so this is you normal? Like, your energy is so dark right now. If this is how the reunion's gonna be, like you go to your corner and just like get conjured up and just get riled up and just get ready to strike. I don't know, girl. Why don't you feel the room out? That's what comics do. That's what real comics do. They feel the room out.
True.
They feel the room out.
do.
Like if you feel like everyone's gonna come for you, then you need to get ready, girl. Because everyone's going to come for you. But I feel like everyone came in tippy-toed. And you came in really big and bad, Nene. Come on, girl. Girl.
And-
you were big and bad. Don't even try it.
And she needs to talk to whoever is back there coaching Porsha because she is not getting the audience on her side. And it's like
Dennis.
we
Dennis.
need, we all need paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you're gonna start acting again, Nene. So you need to get the audience.
She got
back.
a new show in Canada, girl. She's filming, remember?
Yeah, let's see what happens with that.
Yeah, exactly.
But she needs to get us back on her side as the audience, and she's not doing it. I mean, as much as I love her, it's like it's painful to watch her.
Yeah,
I think it's
totally agree.
Dennis definitely coaching Porsha, and I think Nene had it before in Greg, and because they're not having
That might be true. That might be true because
the best relationship.
Because Nene did have a time where it was somebody in her ear being like, "Okay, you got to back down."
Yeah.
And you need to have somebody that tells you like, "This is making you look like a fool to the world."
But
like
I don't know what's going on, but since everything is so freaking like involved now, like we just have to post about everything every 5 seconds. I have to admit, Nene and Greg are putting on a show right now. Greg is cancer free. Yes,
Yay!
queen.
His last day.
Hallelujah.
Chemo. Woo!
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that was nice.
so, and they're acting like it's
No, he
solidified
didn't
again.
move out the house. Mm-mm.
It's solidified, and you know what? If that's what they're gonna play, I want to say, yay! Congratulations, God bless, Mazel Tov. I think it's beautiful, but you know what? I don't know. Maybe we do need to go on the YouTube channel because maybe on the YouTube channel you being nice. Because right now in the reunion, it's just dark, girl. We have a lot to talk about. We might even have some special guests tune in, y'all. You might want to tune in. Sometimes the big bang comes at the end. You know I got it going on, and my girls got it going on. We have a lot to talk about, even though sometimes you don't agree. Sometimes you do agree. Make sure to tune in next Sunday. We have a couple episodes to go. We're going to be talking about it. Let's do a quick little prediction of how we're going to think. What do we think is going to happen? Team Nene till the end or Team Porsha till the end? Like, what do you think?
Okay, for me, because I am a true heart person and I always keep it real, I'm gonna be Team Nene to the end, but it's gonna be her demise, and I don't even know if she's gonna make it back next season, to keep it 100. But I mean, I love her, kind of like Phaedra. She might go into the depths of darkness.
I definitely think Nene, because Marlo's gonna come in, put that battery in her back, and gas her up. You know, Marlo's coming with the messiness.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely think Nene, she is messing up her alliances, but she also knows how to play the game, and she's gonna play with this Greg storyline about the whole like moving out and whatever she got to do to keep her storyline
bring it
fresh.
back?
She's gonna bring it on back.
Okay,
She's not
okay,
getting kicked off anytime soon.
Okay.
Well, obviously, the opinions are strong and the drama's still going on. The social media is going. People are tweeting up a storm. Make sure to tweet me. I got a lot going on at Hollywood Leon. Make sure to check out my show. It's called It's Bravo, bitch. We're talking about Nene. We're talking about Lisa Vanderpump. We're bringing up all sorts of trash from Bravo. All the good shows, all the bad shows. We're bringing up everything. A little preview from News and Gossip is like basically what It's Bravo Bitch is about. Make sure to tune in every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Real Housewives of Atlanta at 9 p.m. I'm your host, Hollywood Leon. We'll see you guys next week. And here are my girls signing off.
I'm your host, Miss Conversation Piece. You can keep up with me on Instagram at Miss Conversation Piece, as well as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta every Monday. Check me out there.
What's up, party people? My name is Erica Edwards. You can follow me on all of my social media at Erica, E-R-I-K-A-D as in door, Edwards.
Bye, guys.
Ciao for now.
Till next time.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.